Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. For you today, a Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the SMU Mustangs taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So SMU's return team didn't help matters out much there. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
On second down, wants to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Martinez. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for second down. Here's the handoff. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them, they'll throw screens, they'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. By the back forces the defense to adjust. Coming after it. That receiver to the first down marker. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Finds a man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. The play action fake. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There's a live football. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Now the pitch. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, SMU! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Setting up the screen.
They're trailing by just 4 to Alabama. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying play action. Fires and picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. SMU. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He looks that one in nicely. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. A little release to the back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They took it 68 yards on that drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought bring it out to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How nice is it as a defense? Coverage, only rush 4 and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator. So now they're staring at a second and long from their 20.
The give to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Looking everywhere for room. Really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The offense set for a 1st down play. From the gun, running back on the move. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. On the move, he fires. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Mustangs. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there getting set.
SMU 17, Colorado 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be
At the 21.
by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops forward and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception.
SMU.
He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. And that one will sail out of... Chance for a return there. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Extending the play. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, SMU. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision.
He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big...
Trying to get behind the defense. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up and halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Across the 45. Oh, look out! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bucks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. And defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to throw. Turns it loose. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Tries to find room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
Toss to the outside. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quarterback on the keep. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. The Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? From the gun, running back gets to give. Touchdown, Colorado! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do with step one accomplished.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back, and they still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Crosses the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Willihan. Touchdown Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
SMU 31, Colorado.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found.
At the 21.
By the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass. You want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting him drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll give it to the back. On the move at the 30. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that one's incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy to go.
They'll try the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the comeback is on. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Using the quick game. Jumped on top of the pile. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. At the 40, there he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Mustangs have their offense in high gear. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Martinez. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's right on target. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Mustangs are threatening in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll try the right side. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They're testing the right side here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The give out of the gun. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave it done. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's gone. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Leaves it with the running back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He's got his man. Makes the catch and knocked down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. They're going back to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to run for it. Tackled, but he has a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. The give from the gun. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And they're looking for a fourth quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. First and goal. They're trying to slam it in. Touchdown, Bucks! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up.
And how about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part. Bring out the kicker, knock that PAT to the uprights.
Getting set for the point after. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point, and now see if they can hang on. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.